Live from Los Angeles. Welcome back to Good Morning LaLa, and I'm so excited to welcome to the show the co-founders of Minimal Health, Ms. Amanda Paris and John Schaefer. Thank you so much for being with us today.
Thanks for having us.
Congratulations on the launch. So tell us, what is Minimal Health?
Minimal Health is a proven science-backed program that gets you results with just 2 workouts a week, 2 walks a week, and 2 meals a day.
Oh, I love it.
Yes. Sign me up.
Less effort, more results.
Yes,
exactly the response we want. Exactly. No, but seriously, we put this together. I've been doing this for over 20 years. I've not tried to do anything else with my career. This is all I do. I've been a trainer for 20 years. And it's so clear to see how overcomplicated everything has gotten. And with that overcomplication, people fall off. It becomes impossible. We're in LA, so it seems like everybody works out and it's easy for everybody because this is the epicenter of fitness in general. But when you look at like Middle America or just around the globe, it's insane how confused people are with it. And it's like Pareto's law. Everybody's familiar with that, right?
Oh, yeah,
Like 90% or 80-20, whatever it may be, gets you, 10% of your effort gets you 90% of your result. And it's true, once again, with fitness and nutrition and health. And so what we do is we've stripped all the detail down, all the extra noise that people don't really need. And if you can focus on just these 3 things that we talk about, that's really all you need.
We have a look at your program. Let's take a peek.
For real people in the real world. No diet has ever worked for anyone, at least not permanently. Plus, we're busy, and who's got time to get to the gym every day? But that's what it takes, right? Actually, it's not. We're here to show you it takes far, far less. The truth is, the science behind fitness and nutrition is not complicated. It's common sense once you understand what's going on behind the scenes. But in order for fat loss to become effortless, we need to strip away all the stuff that doesn't really matter. Minimal Health is the path of least resistance. It is the fastest way to understand and implement the principles that drive fat loss and add new muscle. It's a framework that allows you to spend less time worrying about a diet and more time living life to the fullest. If what you've been doing hasn't worked, it's time to find your minimal health.
Really working for me this
You love it, that's right.
Yeah. So let's hear, give us the skinny. How
What
do
are
we do
the
this?
3 pillars to the system?
So, kick it off.
Well, one of the simplest things, I think a lot of people really get overwhelmed when it comes to dieting and what do I eat and how do I eat. So making that really simple for people and also something they can stick with, I think has been very key. And also my success when I first met John and he was like, this is all you have to do. I'm like, this is amazing. And I can actually do this. So 2 meals a day, there's tons of myths and things we've been taught over time where you hear like, oh, breakfast is the most important meal and you have to do this. Things that I thought for so long, and now we've been working together for a little over a year, and the results I've been able to get from just 2 meals a day.
Okay, but wait, hold on.
Okay.
First of all, I will have hypoglycemia if I only eat 2 meals a day. So is there some kind of transition there? Something, because I get hungry every 2 hours.
I
Absolutely.
used to be like that.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I'm still up. You're up early. I'm up at 4 a.m. every day, latest. And I used to eat at 6:30, 9 o'clock, and I'd be starving, like almost shaking by the time I got to each meal. And your body gets conditioned. So we're remarkably adaptable. We have a doctor that we interviewed with who, his name's Dr. Mark Hobb. He did the candy diet. So all he did for 60 days was eat nothing but store-bought candy. And he had like a scoop of protein or something just to balance himself out. But the point is the body will adapt and transform with whatever you give. He ended up losing 40 pounds in 60 days because he set his caloric...
On the candy diet.
Wow. Yeah, he set his caloric limit.
It's
Right.
the same thing with the donut diet. I've read very similar things, but what you've been able to do is, 1, create a system that works for you, but 2, provide the social proof of it. We talked a lot about that at the top of the show. So over 1.2 million followers have seen you and your transformation, and that it actually does work.
Right.
Yes. I can actually see abs now.
No, it's amazing. Go take a look at her before and
I
after.
have some exciting progress pictures that even impressed me because I feel like in the beginning I was nervous. He's like, you got to take your progress pictures. And I'm like, what if I don't see enough change? Because we do see ourselves every day, and maybe sometimes the scale, the number on the scale doesn't really change that much, but it's actually because we're dropping body fat and putting on muscle. So even though I weigh pretty close to what I started at, my body looks totally different, and my pictures were very motivating. Like, oh, look at my abs, and just from doing this is so simple. We can actually, a lot of people could do this.
Yeah, and she's killing it. But Amanda's in one space. We've also had people that have dropped over 200 pounds. where we worked with cancer patients, worked with 87-year-olds, worked with 16, so this is across the board. And the principles remain the same though. And this is what we've tried to distill it down to and simplify it down to, because if you can understand, listen, so the principle that we're talking about with nutrition is intermittent fasting, which has been around for hundreds of thousands of years. This is how our bodies are designed evolutionarily to function and to move. And so,
I'm getting hungry just thinking about it.
Right.
No, it could have been the pizza you saw on the pancakes.
Starving already.
But what's really, really nice is that it's about a 3 to 7 day adaptation period. So the way you'd walk you through is we just start you, if you're eating breakfast at 7 or 8, we'd push you to 9 or 10 over the first couple of days, and you'll get there. And we use coffee and sparkling water and certain things to kind of blunt that hunger. But I'm telling you, once 5-7 days in,
I can live on coffee. So
exactly. you're like, I don't miss it. And then what that does, which is really nice, we've had clients call this the social diet, which I love, because they're like, I can go out and have drinks every night, and I can lose weight, and I can be social, and I can. What we do is we try to target like a moderately healthy lunch, something like a Cobb salad, so it's like fiber, high fat, protein, and then dinner, you basically have an open window, right, to eat almost whatever you want, as long as you're adhering to your numbers, which is what we teach. But it's so, when you just have to focus on getting 2 meals a day right, and you get your body adapted to that, it becomes,
there's less room for
even think
error.
about it. You don't think about it, there's less room for error, your energy stays even.
Faster.
Your stomach actually shrinks with intermittent fasting.
Wow.
And there's so many scientifically proven principles behind it, or proven results behind it, like fighting cancer cells. So it's not just fat loss. It's like anti-aging, like she was talking about earlier. So there's so many things that we talk about all over social media and our guides and everything we have.
Amanda, I'm very curious for you in deciding to make your lifestyle and fitness your business. When did you make that decision, and why did you choose to partner with John?
Well, this is actually something I have personally wanted to do for almost 10 years now. Throughout modeling and being on social media, I would get asked by a lot of people, oh, what do you do to stay in shape? Or girls, oh, your body looks great, what can I do? So I saw there was a need. People were already asking me questions. But I had always been looking for the right partner. I wanted something I believed in, something that I actually did and could do myself, because I believe in authenticity. And I always want to bring that to my followers. And then John had actually reached out to me, and I saw his credentials. We got together for a workout and started talking about it. He's like, this is something I've been wanting to do. I'm like, this is something I've been wanting to do. And yeah, it kind of spiraled from there. And we now have a website and a company and 4 guides and a membership, program for people to work out with us.
Okay, so let's go through it. So it's 2 meals a day, and then what?
So 2 meals a day, lots of water. Once you break your fast, which is typically around 11, 12, or later, like I actually these days only have 1 meal a day, which sounds crazy, but again, if you flash back 4 years ago, I was eating every 2 hours and starving all day long.
Same. I was eating religiously, every 2 to 3 hours, 5 to 6 small meals a day, because that's what I've been told for so long. And it got really overwhelming. It was very hard, especially in production. Being in LA, sometimes we're on set. It's just hard to prepare all of those snacks and meals for me. So I will say that when John, at first, when we started working together, I was like, man, when I wake up, I'm so excited to eat breakfast. I love breakfast. So I'll still eat breakfast sometimes, but it's later in the day. I can have protein pancakes later in the day. It's totally fine. Yeah. So I just switched my time frame when I would have those meals that I liked. But I do adjust, and now I find myself making it to like 1:30, 2 p.m. before I'm hungry, sometimes even a little later, depending on what I've had going on. I'm like, wow, I can definitely eat them within my window. So it gets easier as you stick with it. Your body really does adjust.
So what does your program include, and how can people sign up for it?
Yeah, so we have the other 2 parts are the workouts and the walks. And so what we're trying to do is add lean muscle over time, which is the only thing that will raise your metabolic rate. So that's the amount of calories you burn at a resting rate. And then the walks are just rejuvenation, burning a few extra 100 calories on top of that. And that's what we require. Like, that's the bare minimum. You guys are all super fit. I'm sure you work out more than 3 times a week, which is also okay. But we're trying to speak to the people that don't have time, they're busy, it hasn't worked for, they just want to drop a few pounds to play with their kids. That is who we're speaking to. Yes, you can take it and do the higher level stuff as well. And then so with that, we have this online membership. Everything's on minimalhealth.com. So the online membership is workout videos, nutrition, everything that you could possibly need to take and run with it. And that's just $9 a month. So it's something we wanted to make super affordable. We interact with everybody back there daily. Any questions you have, they get answered. So it's not just, there's no guesswork here.
We wanted to also make it a really personable approach, and during the videos as well, because some people may be at different levels, we do break down the exercises. And hey, if you are just starting out or you have a knee injury or something like that, this is how you can modify these exercises. So it really can be applied to all different levels. And I think another thing I really like about our dynamic too is John and I are at a little bit of different fitness levels, but I'm going to catch up. And showing how, you know, two people from different levels can work out together and modify and work out with each other and do the same workout. Guys and girls can train the same.
Yeah.
We can. We don't need to do this different thing. You can train together. You can train with your boyfriend or, you know, your wife and have a great workout.
Yeah, that's a common misconception, isn't it?
Right.
100%,
Yeah.
yeah.
So
Big time.
tell them where they can find you.
So the website is mnml.com. Sorry, minimalhealth.com.
Minimalhealth.com.
There you go, right
Nice.
there.
Looks like this.
I love it. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.